Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Paulo, and today we're going to be talking about CRM and how critical is this for business. Okay, to start from, this is going to be one of three, most likely episodes. Okay, I'm going to be covering different aspects of CRM and also to showcase to you why is this so critical for business and why you should look at CRM as a way for you also to transform yourself in terms of job market and job offer. Okay. With regards to this, I've been working on CRM since 2005, roughly. So I work with Excel, I work with Access, then I work with SQL, then I work with Microsoft Dynamics CRM, and then since 2012, only on Salesforce.com, so the leader in the CRM market. Okay. Why is this so very much and so important? Essentially because it touches different points that are so very important right now as we stand with regards to digital transformation, with regards to e-commerce, with regards to how is it that we can transform ourselves even from a professional perspective, but also from a business perspective. Okay, so let's go into this. What is this about? So I've designed this just to give you guys a visual on what is CRM about, okay, and what is it that it touches, okay. So fundamentally speaking, you have three main things that are part of the CRM or the core of the CRM. So these three main things are essentially marketing, customer experience, and sales, okay, or customer success as well. So the combination of those three make what we call as revenue cycle. Okay, so it starts from the entry of leads, the conversion of leads, turn them into opportunities, creating on the back of those customers, and then having the customers stay, and then eventually upsell and cross-sell. Okay, within this line of the customer journey, you're gonna have the part where marketing plays a role. Sales plays another role with acquisition and actually closing the deal. And then you have the part of customer experience to keep up the client, keep it happy, and eventually allow for an upsell and cross sell. Okay, so this is the fundamental. Those are, let's say, the pillars that CRM is built upon. Okay, then there are a few more things that you need to understand that gravitate between brackets around CRM that is important for you to know. Okay, so one is around customer engagement. Okay, I'm going to be talking about that a bit in more detail on the next slide. Then there are a few more things like campaign performance. Okay, it's so very important for marketing, but it's also very important for sales. Why? Because the marketing role is more and more around demand generation and also lead generation. It's not just about doing campaigns because of branding, but much more in connection to the funnel, to the revenue cycle. Okay. Then there is another point that is important for you to understand is around MarTech and sales tech and customer tech. What is this about? This is about marketing technology, sales technology, and customer technology. Some specific examples. So like, for instance, you can have things that like marketing automation that fall within MarTech, okay, but specifically there you can have DMPs, or for instance on sales tech you can have, for instance, LinkedIn Sales Navigator that allows for you to integrate on a CRM such as Salesforce, or for instance you have customer tech also, okay. Going further, there is another thing that you need to take also into consideration, that is around the layer of the data, okay. So CRM will have loads and loads and loads of data. Why? Because as I said, it's like the fundamental is like the base for marketing to operate sales and customer success or customer experience. And with this comes data from the acquisition of customers, data from the closure of customers or turning those customers or those potential customers from leads into closed ones. Okay, all of the interactions with customers via different channels such as social media, such as online, offline, other types of channels, offline and online. All of that create then data, okay? And this data resides then inside of the Salesforce, inside of the CRM. Then you can translate that same data into analytics, okay? And from that, then insights and recommendations on how to improve the results of your business. Okay, in all of this, then there is a new point that it's really, really important for you to take into consideration, that is around e-commerce. Okay, so specifically, I work on a company that focus a lot on the demand part, everything around the commerce part. Okay, but there are loads of companies that don't do that. Okay, and this is a problem because as we stand right now, you need to build up your muscle so that you can actually reach out to the customer via a different way, and that specifically is via e-commerce. If before Corona, everything that was online was already important, after Corona, then it's really a game changer. Okay, it will become more and more of a game changer because people are going to get more used to get actually and buy things online, and it will move from something really new. It will move from something that is like a kind of a disruption into something that is actually normal. Okay, part of our normality. Okay, so this is why it's so very important for you to keep the fundamentals of CRM in place, and then be mindful of everything that will gravitate around that. Okay, so let's go a bit into more detail. Okay, so specifically speaking, then you have CRM in the middle. Okay, and then you have things, as I said, that gravitate. Let's start on customer engagement. So I'm giving here a high-level definition of what is customer engagement about. But the fundamental thing that you need to understand is that customer engagement is about all of the interactions that you have. But those interactions need to be just in time. They need to be relevant. Okay, they need to make sure that the customer continues on engaging with you, with your content. Okay, that is relevant for them. Okay, so it needs to be on time, and it needs to be, as I said, relevant, adding something extra to his normal journey as a customer. Then the other point that is important for you to understand is around lead conversion. Okay, and this connects to two concepts, one of which that is called demand generation, and the other one is lead generation. Okay, and one of the things that you need to understand is that conversion is the lifeblood of any of these programs. Okay, so demand generation is all about creating awareness, creating the need, let's say, for our brand or our product. Okay, and lead generation is around actually getting. It's like a bit of push and pull. No, it's like one thing is inbound and another is outbound, and this is a bit around this logic. So meaning, on one end you are creating demand. Okay, people are aware of you, that you create brand awareness, so people actually go to you, so companies go to you. And the other point is on the flip side. Okay, if there is no demand, there is no awareness, and then you need actually to have techniques to grab these potential leads and then try to convert them into a deal. Okay, but of course, if they have a higher awareness of what is it that you do, and if you are relevant to them, looking back to the customer engagement part, of course, they will convert faster. If they don't know you, it's like having someone that you know versus someone that you know that you don't know. Okay, you rather have a conversation most likely with someone that you know that with someone that you don't know. So it's the same approach with regards to companies, but also with regards to people. Okay, then the other point that is important for you to know, it's around campaign performance. Okay, so campaign performance, it's not just about measuring open rates, click-through rates, etc. It's much more than that. It's about looking how is it that a campaign can actually contribute to the overall pipeline of the company, the funnel, the business. Okay, so it's important for you to understand the performance keys, key features, let's say, or key metrics within a campaign. But overall, you need to look at the entire program and try to understand. Okay. What is then the contribution of the specific program towards the pipeline, towards my objectives? Okay, then the other point that I would say that is important and relevant is around e-commerce. Okay, so as I said, even more in connection to this new normal, let's put it like that, no, as is fashionable to say right now, e-commerce is the step that most companies that are not on that space or in that space need to go to. Okay, we need to sell. And if you take a look as to Amazon, okay, Amazon is like completely crushing the numbers quarter after quarter because they were already prepared, let's say, to this new reality. Okay, so e-commerce is about connecting with the customer in such a way that people can buy online, can buy with comfort. But also on the back of that, and because you have so much data, you can actually use different solutions as machine learning, um, external apps, okay, that actually give more power to your platform, okay, that allows for you to have a better or to create actually a better customer experience. Therefore, the person will come back. With all of this, then you're going to have data and analytics. As I said previously, with all of these interactions, you're going to create a lot and a lot and a lot of data. So what is it that you can actually make use of this? I'm going to give you an example. So for instance, if you take a look at Disney versus Netflix, okay, as we stand right now, Disney is struggling. Why? Because the theme parks are closed due to the corona. But also it's like they, as a leap of faith, let's say they created the Disney Channel, similar to Netflix, but of course they are outside a bit of their comfort zone, so they still don't know exactly how to work with all the data that they have. On the flip side, you see the way that, for instance, Netflix works. They completely have a full understanding of the customer almost individually. Therefore, they are building the content based on your likes of whatever you're actually seeing, your experience. So it's a different ballgame. So if you have access to the data that within CRM, you're going to have it for sure with everything of it, this different touch points. Okay, so coming from e-commerce, coming from the demand and the lead generation process, coming from the campaigns that you have, coming from the customer engagement that you have, you're going to have loads and loads of data. Therefore, you should be able to use that data and actually draw some insights, recommendations on how to improve the business. Okay. Then there is another thing that is important for you to know, that is in connection to MarTech and SalesTech. Okay. So this is it. So there are three main things that I would consider that are important. So there is technology for sales, there is technology for marketing, and there is technology for customers. Okay, and the thing is that you need to understand that those tools are made of, and it started, let's say, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Okay, the landscape of MarTech started to grow. It grew so much that right now there are over 5,000 different tools that cover different aspects of marketing, going via marketing automation, DMPs, ad tech, etc. So there is so much there, okay, that if you are someone that actually have this understanding of how is it that you can negotiate with the vendor, you can actually understand what are the different solutions that can add value and then can help me solve my business challenges, my issues, then of course that will give you an extra push, and those tools will then enable you and improve the performance of your marketing, your sales, and your customer service, and having a very positive knock-on effect on your business. Okay, and essentially that's it. That's why CRM is so critical for business. If you like this kind of videos, please give it a thumbs up. Help me help others. Okay, so this is important. This is the reason why I'm doing this, is to share knowledge, to help out people as much as possible, so to help them to transform. Okay, so give it a thumbs up. um, uh, Give it a like. Also, please do share any comments that you may have. Okay, if you want me to talk about specific things around CRM, please do let me know. Okay, so I'm still building the series, so I'm happy to add any specific topics that you're looking to for me to cover. Okay, that's it. Okay, take care. Cheers. Bye. Bye. Bye.